Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. Amanda, what is our topic today?
Gobble gobble.
Gobble, gobble. What is Thanksgiving and all?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
If
Thanksgiving.
you're watching this on Thanksgiving, but
Yep.
it will be coming out on Thanksgiving.
Yes, it will.
So today our topic is Thanksgiving. This is going to be our Thanksgiving extravaganza.
We'll make that the title. Yeah.
Our Thanksgiving special.
Thanksgiving special.
So
We're trying to do this holiday thing. This was
Yeah.
Amanda's idea. We did Halloween special. We did 4-year anniversary. Maybe we'll do a Christmas one. Christmas will make a lot of sense. There's a lot of stuff there. Maybe we'll do Arbor Day. Nah, just kidding. That's a little niche. Yeah, just too much there. But yeah, maybe.
awkward.
Yeah,
What's Arbor Day?
it's trees or some shit. Something with trees.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. But what I did not think about, I mean, I obviously did, is it's not just Thanksgiving. There is another holiday that is very,
Plymouth Rock
very
Crossing
important.
or whatever it's called. Indigenous Peoples Day. Is that not it? I'm almost positive it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Black Friday.
Black Friday.
I think it's Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay. But we'll start with Thanksgiving. Black Friday, I am a diehard Black Friday goer. I've been going since I was like out of the womb with my family. We had a tradition. Now, I just go with my mom, but love me a Black Friday. And then my job, Kitty Academy, gives us off on Black Friday.
Bless.
And I have been forever thankful. When I first got that job and I first had off Thanksgiving or Black Friday, I was like, I will never find a job that will give me off Black Friday, because I used to request it off every year. Okay, so all things Thanksgiving. So, I kind of just wanted to start off with, us talking about our original Thanksgiving traditions. So maybe like, this is hard for me because I was even trying to think and I was like, oh, I don't know. Like from when you were very young, like what do you remember doing? Do you continue to do that same tradition? Is it different every year? Do you go to the same person's house? Who all comes?
Mm-hmm. You want me to start on that? So yeah, I mean, just regular traditions and what every Thanksgiving normally entails. Honestly, I don't know if it's always been the same. I want to say Christmas is like more of a normal thing. I think Thanksgiving, as we had like a conversation with my mom like 2 hours ago, it's not normally at my house. Our house is a little smaller. We don't normally have wintertime holidays because we have a bigger outside area. It's easier for do summer events. That's kind of more the game there with wiffle ball and all the other things that we can do in the yard. Thanksgiving is normally at either my grandmother's house or my aunts and uncle's house. So bigger inside dining room, things like that. It kind of is just better for those things. As far as
has it ever been at one specific person's house every year or no?
I don't really remember, honestly. I don't think so. I think it's generally
remember a lot of things.
I think it's generally at my grandmother's house normally.
Okay.
But I think this year, obviously, it's going to be my aunt's house. And I think the reason that I remember that actually is because there's always football on the television on Thursday, Thanksgiving Thursday. And I remember seeing that a lot of times at my grandma's house. And the other thing is Thanksgiving's in this weird, in Pittsburgh here, there is a, what?
Nothing. I had a light. I remembered something.
Oh, you remember something?
I had a light bulb.
Light bulb. In Thanksgiving in Pittsburgh, it's kind of warm out. Like it's not freezing yet generally. And I think this year it's probably going to be between 40 and 60 degrees, so it's not terrible. So I do also remember that sometimes we'll play outside in the yard at my grandma's house, like football or something. Or, this year maybe we'll play at my aunt's house. Big when the cousins get together, we like to play because I normally just play hockey and work all the time. So it's nice to do a little bit of other stuff with the young cousins. And, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the tradition. Are we getting into food too, or are we waiting on that?
We'll wait on that.
Okay. That's kind of the bit. What's yours?
So I'm just gonna say my tradition for Black Friday too, because Mark honestly
I'll
doesn't.
add mine. Yeah.
Mark doesn't really have a Black Friday tradition. I actually kind of
That's not necessarily true.
drove him into it.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have Black Friday memories.
Okay.
I'll say them first, and then
Yeah.
you can say your whole spiel. Black Friday memories, they are short. There's nothing really to it because I have never actually gone proper Black Friday shopping. So I think throughout our lifetime, it's generally been the normal thing for many years was wake up Friday morning at like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and this is what I know of it to be. My mom and my sister would wake up at 4 or something on Black Friday, and then my grandmother and my aunt, they would all congregate somewhere. Somebody would drive or something like that, and they would go to Robinson Township, and they would go to shop and hit all the stores and everything. And they would do all of that. They'd go to breakfast. They'd hit it all. Maybe I don't know if they'd go to lunch or whatever, but the whole day would be something like that. A lot has changed. I'm sure you'll touch on this more, but Thanksgiving and now, maybe not this year because it's a weird year, but Thanksgiving was kind of brought into it later in the evening on Thanksgiving, which I have some thoughts on that, and when you get into it, maybe we can touch on that. But my tradition, if you will, would be actually getting to stay home. Like, so generally, I think this is how it affects me personally, or how it did affect me and how it's going to affect me somewhat this year, is that on Black Friday, I don't think we ever had school. I don't think you ever have school on Black Friday. I think you just don't have it. So it was like a day off and nobody was in the house. So I actually got to sleep in because generally, you got to remember, when I was younger, especially when I was in grade school time, if I had a day off, I was probably going down to the restaurant. So it was kind of a cool thing.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
If it wasn't a holiday.
I
Yeah.
never thought about that.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
If you had off of school, you would have to go work at the restaurant.
I mean,
or like help.
Definitely when I couldn't watch myself. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's terrible. Yeah, I would never get to stay at home, and the weekends I was never at home, and I'm still never at home. So you have to kind of think of it from that perspective. But yeah, so that's kind of the tradition, is I get to actually sleep in because everybody's going shopping, and I never have woken up like that. But we have gone, recently. I'm sure you'll kind of bring that into it. So let's turn it over.
Okay, so while you were saying you remember the football on the TV, I was actually battling with myself before we recorded this. I could not remember. I thought I originally started off having Thanksgiving at my dad's parents' house, my grandparents on my dad's side. And I couldn't remember because I obviously have so many, like a bunch of memories at my grandma's house. But yeah, no. Now that I remember, I believe I would go to my grandparents' house for Thanksgiving when I was young, like on my dad's side, and we would watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on the TV. That's how I remember that.
Yeah.
And then I think as I got a little bit older, my Aunt Terry and Uncle Brian, Brian being my dad's brother, would have it at their house. And I do think I went there for Thanksgiving a lot. My like facial expression. And I think it was like, this is like totally off topic, but I think it's not totally off topic, but I think now that I remember, I think it was like Thanksgiving and Easter was with my dad's side of the family, and Christmas was always at my grandma's house on my mom's side. So, because like Christmas was like the big deal but whenever I was like younger and I was, seeing my dad and like, stuff like that more, that was kind of like the tradition. But then I definitely started doing a lot more Thanksgivings at my grandparents' house, and then like on my mom's side. And then when my grandma was sick, she could not do it at her house, or she just didn't want it at her house, So I remember, I don't know if it was Thanksgiving or Christmas, but the first holiday we did at my house, it wasn't weird, but like it was weird because like my house is very small. Like my grandparents had a bigger house. Like there was plenty of room and plenty of places for people to sit. So we started doing holidays at my house, and we kind of just put like a table in the living room, and you eat at the table or you eat on the couch, or and then we set up the kitchen with food. So it's very small. There's not a lot of room, but it works and it's nice. And I will say it's very nice to have holidays at your own house because you obviously I have to put on a bra because I don't want guests to see like my boobs bouncing around everywhere. No one wears a bra when they're home. If you do, you're weird. I'm sorry.
I do.
I just think that's weird. But yeah, it's nice because you're just at home. Like, I feel like it's like at first I'm like, okay. And it's almost weird because I feel like I used to get all dressed up on holidays to go to people's houses. And now I like never dress up for anything.
Yeah. Same.
But, it's just nice to be at home. I don't know. It's cozy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's nice too that you don't have to like drive home after the event. That's always nice.
Yeah, it's just cozy and everyone comes and it's just nice having everything there and my cat and
I like being in your home domain. You know, like if something weird about parties is like I can go change if I need to for some reason.
yeah.
You know, well, basically think of like summertime events where like, if I'm running around playing or whatever, I can go like use your own bathroom and stuff like that.
And I feel like once like certain people leave and there's like only a couple people left, that I don't care if they see me in like my PJs and no bra or whatever. I will do that. I feel like that's another reason it's nice, and it's just I like it.
Yeah.
And like I said, my grandma passed away like 3 years ago, so we've only been doing holidays for. It feels like a tradition now, a new tradition, obviously, but right now it feels like a tradition. I like it. So, but we'll just go to the food.
Were you going to talk about your Black Friday?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if we should do food or Black Friday first. I'll go Black Friday.
Go Black Friday because I already did it.
Okay. Black Friday.
It's a big deal.
It started off, I was super young. I don't know how old. I honestly have no idea. But it was always a tradition, obviously, for my mom and, like, my mom's cousin and then my great aunt. So, like, obviously, my great aunt, like, my mom's cousin's mom. And then my grandma would go. And I think when I feel like I went with my cousin one time. But when I was younger, we would go to sleep on Thanksgiving. We'd wake up at like 3 a.m. like crazy. Go to Kohl's, Best Buy, and Target first. This is just like a little rundown. And then we would go to Eaton Park, breakfast, buffet. No buffets allowed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. I have not went to Eaton Park since COVID. It's not worth it if they don't have a salad bar. So we would eat there, and then we would go to the mall. I'm sorry, but the mall is the best part. It was. I remember one time I was on the news on on Black Friday.
Jesus.
Someone told me they saw me on the news. And we would shop, and it was just amazing. And then one time I stayed out at Best Buy overnight with my friends. And then as I got older, 11, 12, 13, whatever, I would bring my friends along with me. And it was just amazing. There were times where remember one time specifically I brought my friend, and we were waiting to we wanted to go to Victoria's Secret, but like we waited at Kohl's or Sears or no, Kohl's, not Kohl's, some store, whatever.
JCPenney.
Doesn't matter. Kohl's is not at the mall. Probably JCPenney or Macy's, for the, doors to open, like the gate to open so we could go to Victoria's Secret. And I remember running, and the guy's like, no running. And it was just like the adrenaline. Like there was something about the adrenaline of Black Friday. Like you have to run, get the TV. Like my mom would like fight people to get TVs, and we would like get the thing and get the shirt. I remember this is the same time. This is an amazing time. Victoria's Secret. I'm sure a lot of people, if you have seen this or you heard about Black Friday, you have seen Victoria's Secret. Used to look like a straight mosh pit. Like there would just be heads floating in Victoria's Secret. This was before it was split up into pink in Victoria's Secret. So
pre-split.
And that's the best thing they ever did. Pink, a whole separate store. Oh my God. So we go into Victoria's Secret, and it's like a mosh pit, like just heads. And my mom's like, my cousin was there, and we saw her. My mom's like, Nikki, my cousin Nikki, what do you want? I'll get it for you. And she grabs the shirt. And apparently I was like ding, da, 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 looking at stuff that wasn't even on sale.
Mm.
But the point being, on Friday, it used to be absolutely crazy. Well, flash forward a couple years later, they decided to do it on Thursday. Of course, my immediate reaction was mad. I was like, this is bullshit. Why are they doing it on Thursday? Now I have to go out on Thursday. And then I did it for a couple years. We would go out at 6. It wouldn't be 6 every year. Maybe a little bit later one year. We would go out Thanksgiving night, and we would go in the morning. And although, everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't leave your family on Thanksgiving and da 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 da, which I get and I totally understand, and it is kind of annoying, whatever. But it is completely less crazy ever since they have done that.
Yeah, I think it's probably safer.
It's kind of like how COVID they honestly organized it as if it was like COVID. Like you know what I mean? Like, do you remember last year at Pink or whatever, lines out of the door, and you would wait like Black Friday, right?
Yeah,
That's
there'd
how
have
they're
to
doing
be
it now.
way less people in there now.
So
probably, but.
no. So this year they decided to cancel Thanksgiving, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so great." And I guess they did it because there are extended sales for numerous amount of days, and there's a lot of online sales. Well, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people like me that just love the Black Friday experience, and I feel like a lot of people are still going to go on Black Friday, and there's going to be lines and lines. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But I don't know if that was a good idea. I just don't anticipate it being the best choice.
Mm-hmm.
But Black Friday is everything to me, and that's when I get all my Christmas gifts. And I always say every year I'm going to start early. I got like 2 things right now, and I'm still planning on Black Friday, or at least this year I'm going to try to purchase stuff online, because that's the thing. So a new Black Friday world, I guess. We shall see. Yeah. Apparently stuff extends for 10 days. I don't know. We'll see. It might be interesting, but yeah.
Consumerism.
I love it. And obviously I've brought Mark along with me the past, I think every Black Friday since we've been together, maybe except the first one. So
Not fun.
Yeah.
I buy online. Actually, fun fact, I bought a bag online via Amazon while I was in the mall last time and did not buy a thing at the mall. Because you know what's funny about going to a physical store nowadays? They don't have everything.
Did you buy me my MacBook while we were in the mall?
I think I might have. It was on
his phone. He bought me
at Best Buy. Yeah, on Best Buy's website. Yeah, while
I remember I used to never online shop, and I was thought it was weird.
Best thing ever.
What types of food? I'm honestly starving. That's why if you are watching this, I'm holding my belly because it's grumbling. What type of foods we have for dinner? So you can go. Just what type of food do you have on Thanksgiving?
I think, it's tough. I think we normally have, normally grandma does all the cooking, unless it's, at my aunt's house, and still my grandma would help with all that, obviously. So turkey, I think light meat, dark meat, however that kind of works. Homemade stuffing, I think my grandmother's stuffing is normally quite delectable. I think that it's
delectable.
No. It's homemade.
No, it's amazing. It was the best stuffing I ever had. I remember.
Really? I think I've had it maybe once or twice.
Mancini's. It's made with Mancini's. That's why.
Solid.
Oh, I can't wait for my parents to try that.
I hope it's there. Yeah, I don't know.
New traditions. My parents are coming to his aunt's house this year for Thanksgiving, so I'm excited.
Yeah, so stuffing and sure mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes maybe. I love sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are good. Broccoli, I'm pretty sure. Generally, I'm trying to picture my grandmother's table, her dining table, and normally it's kind of similar, right? Obviously, the meat changes from holiday to holiday, but a lot of times, we love broccoli. Me and my cousins, we love broccoli. Everybody loves broccoli. So normally potatoes too. In this case, I think it's mashed potatoes and gravy. I think that's the normal vibe.
This is killing me.
Yeah,
I'm so hungry
too. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think other like asparagus, maybe just like as a weird thing. What are some other? There's some Thanksgiving's and probably a relatively standard one, except for a couple things because like you do
Yeah.
have all the okay, cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce in like there's two forms of cranberry sauce. No, there's like a canned version and then there's like actual cranberries. I know.
will say there's a lot of things I see on Facebook that people make for like Thanksgiving. It's like, which one do you want, or whatever, and I'm like, I always get confused. I always think my mom makes cheesy potatoes for every holiday, but apparently it's just Christmas. I just get really excited, and I feel like they should be for every holiday. Like, I think she did make them for Thanksgiving like once because I begged her to. So now I like keep forgetting that it's not for every holiday.
Right. Yeah. So I'd say pretty standard stuff for the most part. Maybe some green beans, but I honestly can't remember. Nothing super duper crazy though. What about you?
So like it's weird because like now I like know to a T what we have for Christmas, but Thanksgiving it's like, well, like I said, I think it's honestly just the basic stuff. So apparently the last like 3 years, my stepdad Mo, is really into a rutabaga. It's like
Rutabaga.
it's some vegetable that you make into like mashed potatoes, and it's fucking disgusting. So that's one.
Sorry, Mo.
That's one. I only remember that because my mom mentioned it to me on the phone. Mashed potatoes, stuffing, turkey. Oh, sweet potato casserole with like the brown sugar and stuff.
Oh.
Honestly, my mom usually buys it from Aldi's. I know you're supposed to make stuff on Thanksgiving. But I know Mark's mom makes some really good sweet potatoes. But I'm talking like the casserole with like the brown sugar and the marshmallow and crusty. That's really good. My mom makes these famous green beans that I honestly feel like I said this already, like out of the womb. I feel like I've been eating these since I was out of the womb. But they're just like with mushrooms and bacon and green beans, obviously. Bacon is my life. And I don't know, she probably puts like seasoning and shit on them. They're really good. Oh my god. Yeah, I said all the basics: turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green beans. Honestly, I'm sure I am missing something. Recently my mom also I said desserts too. Like my mom started making sweet potato pie these last couple years, but obviously we usually have sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. But
I'm not a big pumpkin pie guy.
we always have appetizers. So normally my mom really likes to get those big cheese things from Aldi's as well. And then we have like cheese and crackers, or I mean, I'm sure like appetizers and desserts vary each year, but generally around the same. I hope I'm not missing any main courses, but like I said, I think for Thanksgiving we keep it pretty basic, and Christmas is my favorite because we'll
get there.
More things. But I will not say what it is until Christmas. Any more desserts? Oh, Mark's family does it up for dessert.
Really?
I don't know about Thanksgiving. Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm sure
thinking about Christmas.
I'm sure it's pumpkin pie. I think maybe it's been apple, but I don't know. I know there's been apple down at the restaurant recently, and it's also pumpkin pie season, obviously. I'm more of an apple pie kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could make a really good pie.
I'm not really a pie person.
I think I could make a really good pie with like a nice graham cracker crust.
Actually, I really like coconut cream pie, and his mom makes phenomenal coconut cream pie. Oh.
Yeah, so.
That's not really Thanksgiving.
Nothing super crazy, though. What else we got?
Future Thanksgiving plans. So obviously,
this is good. I have some thoughts here.
Okay. This year, because this is airing on Thanksgiving, but we are currently not. It has not happened yet. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This year we have decided. Honestly, we just decided this today. We are going to go to his aunt's house, and like he said, it's usually at his grandma's, his aunt's house, and our parents. We've been together for over 4 years, and our parents have only met like one time at his sister's graduation party. So I'm like very excited just for them to meet everyone and just eat and like have a good time. just actually like talk to one another for once. And obviously you heard kind of the menu, and yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Oh, I was going deeper than that.
No, you mean in general? Well, so my thoughts are, we were just exiting his house, and his mom was like, "Oh yeah, this is how you stuff the turkey or whatever," just like making a joke, because we were recording a Thanksgiving episode. And I'm like, I don't know how to cook. So I would absolutely love to host Thanksgiving, but like there's some things I gotta do first. But I'm sure even if I did decide to host Thanksgiving and I wasn't up on my cooking game, say we bought a house and I'm still working on my cooking game, I'm sure my mom used to cook everything and literally like bring it to my grandma's house. So I'm sure like, she would just help me.
Yeah. So just random thoughts in my head. It's more so broad, but we'll use Thanksgiving as the example. I would love, again, plan-wise, goal-wise, I would love nothing more than, maybe not at first because we've talked about this a little bit here and there because we'll have like an apartment or whatever probably for a certain amount of time or a smaller home. But when we get our actual home that we are going to have that is fit to what we want it to be, custom and like meant for all the things we want to do, I tend to think that I'm somewhat of a social person.
What are you saying?
More so than my family.
Wait, are you going to say you want to host every holiday?
I don't want to steal the holidays, but like I would love to have a house that is, if we're going to custom build a home, it's a little off topic, but I swear it comes back because it all relates. If we're going to have a home that is custom built, meaning that like we can design the aspects of it and we can make it so, just the way that we want it, right? I would love to have like the main part of the home be built to the best of our abilities for like hosting people, because there's so many like things like, like I've already thought about this in the little bit of the research and trying to plan this that I've done, because I just want to try to get a head start on all this, is like just like the way that things are set up. So like table, like how you would have like a big open area. So just all that sort of stuff, right? I don't need to go into the crazy details, but I would love to have that. Like I'd love, like you said, like I love having things at our house. It sucks that maybe you have to clean up and prepare and everything, but it's like, it's at your home. So you're comfortable. You can when it's at your home and you're comfortable, you can make sure other people feel comfortable, especially if the home is set up and it's not like a weird, set up to it or whatever. And I just think that would be awesome if we have the ability to do that, and we do that in the future. And I don't think there'd ever be a shortage of food or a shortage of people willing to help make food, because we have a lot of people on both of our sides that really enjoy doing that. And, so as we continue to get better, and like you said, like as you continue to learn how to cook and things like that, and myself as well, as we become more of homeowners where we have to do that type of a thing, I think that it would just be really cool. So I'm very excited to maybe not
be the hostess of the mostest.
Yeah. The host and hostess, with the most and mostest, yeah. I think I just think that'd be awesome. I think if we have a beautiful home in like an area that's not like super far away where people can get to, and I don't know, it probably just comes from me just liking to.
Well, Mark always like wants to have his family events here. He's always like, why don't we do it here?
Well, I love the outside events. I'm a big summer guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said, I want to have Christmas at our house, but there's some traditions to those. But I'm saying inside is cool, especially if you're in this area, right? Like we're talking winter holidays. Inside, you need to have a place that's good for that. Outside obviously helps too if you have some area, but that would be something hopefully we could also have, like a little outside area, patio and things of that nature that would just kind of lend themselves to doing that as well. They're big goals, but you can't reach things without having a plan and an aim. So that's kind of what I think, and that's how it relates to this. But I'm excited. I would love to have holidays at our house when we get to that point. I think it'd be awesome. But that's pretty much all I got. You got anything else on your list? You got any more?
Our favorite holiday. I think we should say it. I think we should say it at the same time.
Our favorite holiday?
Yeah.
I gotta like think.
Oh my god.
Okay, go ahead. Ready? You gonna say 1, 2, 3, and we say it right
I
after
don't
3?
think I should count.
All right,
I'm bad.
I'll say 1, 2, 3, and then we say it right after 3. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Christmas.
Leif Erikson Day. What?
That was supposed to be funny.
What?
It was supposed to be funny, and you ruined it. Leif Erikson Day. Is that from SpongeBob? Is that from SpongeBob?
Hinga dinga durgan.
Oh my gosh. So, my
Leif
parents and I
Erikson Day.
stayed at the Meadows Casino last night, and SpongeBob was on
Wow,
all morning.
that's crazy.
And I was like, it was the episode where they're like swearing and they make all those.
The dolphin noise. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, what is your real favorite holiday?
I mean, probably Christmas,
Okay.
but I don't want to go into this because this is off topic. But I don't want to. I don't want to have like something in your shoe.
I have Santa socks on. So I will say one more thing and then we can wrap this up as I put my shoe on.
Yeah.
So everyone is like crazy when it hits November 1st. They think it's Christmas, and I'm not that crazy. But I will say, as we approach like the holiday season, I guess as you can say, like get closer to Thanksgiving and I see more things, I do get excited. But I cannot on November 1st. Like, I just feel like Thanksgiving is more pumpkin-y. You know?
Yes. I don't know. I like Christmas. I like giving, and I like the time and everything. I just winter holidays are difficult because I really don't like winter.
Yeah, but I also feel like Christmas helps winter be better.
Be less shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
imagine if we didn't have Christmas. Oh my God, we would all just like.
Right. Kind of like a mid, almost like a.
Oh,
like
that
a
would be
mid,
horrible.
Not like a midpoint,
I mean,
but like
it's already horrible that it gets dark so early, and we're still like getting used to that. And then when the snow comes, and I know snow is like pretty or whatever, but when you have to clean off your car and drive home from work, it's not pretty. It's not fun. When you are driving to work and you slide on the side of the road and you just are scared, that's not fun either.
yeah. But well, we'll have a good Christmas episode when we do that.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey. Hopefully watch the Steelers get to 10-0, I think, right?
Oh yeah.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, doesn't
Crazy.
matter. Doesn't matter. I don't know. But regardless, that's all we got. Again, happy Thanksgiving from AM and the PM to you. And this has been another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will talk to you in the next one.